There are two essential questions that all of us have to answer. Who am I? And why am I here? But those two questions get at the sense of identity and also something about the purpose of our life. Those are important questions not only for us individually, those are important questions for churches. As a matter of fact, I can tell you about Locust Grove. Let me tell you about Locust Grove. Locust Grove is a place, well, if you want to know who we are, we're a community of grace. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know any better way to say it. We're a place that strives to be a community of grace. You want to know what we're about? Well, I can tell you that. We are about building community. We believe community is important. We believe having a place where you can be known, where you can be affirmed and loved and cared for in a time of need, that's important, and that's something that all of us look for, and that in the name and the Spirit of Christ, that's what we have to offer. So we are striving to build community intentionally. We're striving to do that here as a church, but we're also here to promote community in the larger sense as well. It's part of our identity. It's a big part of our identity. We want to build community, but we also want to serve the needs of people. We're not here for ourselves. We're not here to exist just for building something up in our name. We're not here for that reason. That's not part of this church's identity. Our church is here to serve the needs of the world around us. So since 1867, we've been here in this community. We've been rooted in this community, serving the needs of people here in this area. And we are still doing that in such a variety of ways. I'm not even going to begin to try to name all of those things. But I will tell you that we've also, in recent years, have realized that the way we serve is we don't just draw a geographical circle around this New Market area or the Huntsville area. We are also going to places like Guatemala, where we've adopted a Mayan village, the village of Chuluc, where next week we'll have a team of 14 that will go there, and we'll also be working at building community with the Mayans there as well. So we've begun to understand how important community is. So if you want to know our identity as a church, I can tell you it's about building community. That's important. But that's not all of it. We're here also to serve the needs of people around us. We don't exist just for ourselves. We're not here to build something up in our name. We're not here to do that at all. We're here to serve the needs of people around us. And we do it again in such a variety of ways. I can tell you the way we strive to live this out here at Locust Grove. We want to be missional. And I've already mentioned ways in which we are, but my goodness, you could come here and you will recognize quickly how important missions are. And it's not just that we give an offering for missions, it's that we have lived into a day where we realize that all of us are missionaries, that we all have something to offer the kingdom. And we're striving to live into that as a people of God here at Locust Grove. The other side of that is we want to be bold. We believe that changing the conversation is a bold way to do something in the name of Christ in our time. So if you've seen those blue signs in our community, if you've seen those messages posted on Facebook or Instagram, hopefully you'll recognize that that's a part of how we're striving to be bold. We want to live that out in our life together. And then finally, I would tell you this, that we want to be inclusive. We believe in diversity. We believe diversity is a gift of God. So if you came here and became a part of this community, you're not asked to be you're not asked to align in a certain way theologically. You're not asked politically what party you belong to. You're not going to be asked what you think about a particular cultural issue. We're not going to be divided that way. We're going to come together around the Lord's table, and we're going to find diversity that's there, but we're also going to find unity that we find together in Christ. That's being inclusive. And we're living into that as a congregation because we believe that the thing that's most important is that we learn how to build community together and that we learn to serve together, because at the end of the day, we can all do more together than we can do it individually. And we all know there are needs, and we know there are things that should be addressed in the world around us. And the way we get at that, the way we can do that, is we can do that together in the Spirit of Christ. And so I am here today to tell you that that's who we are, and that's what we're about. And so if you ever hear anyone ask you about Locust Grove, say, who are you? And why are you here? Well, I mean, what is your purpose? Our purpose? Oh, our purpose is to build community. And our purpose is to serve the needs of the people around us. And we are ourselves a community of grace. And may God help us live more deeply into that every day of our life.